Mm. Mm-mm-mm. What up? What up? Let's see here. Just give it a second. Give me a second.
What up? What up?
Yeah. Just give me a second. If folks get up in here real quick, I'm gonna get on this. Then I'm gonna get on these FORBES. These FORBES. Just give it a little bit. If you want, you can look in the description below. I don't know if it'll give you the. I put it in there, but on my end, it's showing up all funky looking. In the description below, there's a link to the article. You know, well, copy link address. Get the whole thing. There we go. Mm. I mean, it wasn't even a. It was an okay article. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing spectacular about the article. You know, the article basically covered uh, um a guy that's the um huge guy in the media right now by the way of Lennox Lewis. You know, a lot of people just can't keep his name out their mouth because the comments that he said about Anthony bootlicking Joshua in matchroom boxing. I mean, if you look at if you just look at those two you know, that entity and then bootlicking Anthony Joshua alone, you can kind of get the gist on why Forbes is not hating on Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? So some people are saying that Forbes is hating on Anthony Joshua. You know, my rebuttal to that would be, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares if Forbes is hating on Anthony Joshua? The last time I checked, Forbes is not known for selling sports. So why do you fucking care? You know? So that should sum it up right there. But the article that was written by Forbes, why Anthony Joshua is the odd man out in the heavyweight division right now, was written by a guy named Peter Kahn, right? Who is a Forbes contributor. So if anybody like, you know, Bruce Vane is going to come out here and say that, okay, the article was poorly written, it was written by a guy that is obviously clear that didn't know nothing about boxing. Well, Peter Kahn, well, in that article right below, it says who he is. He says he's a Forbes contributor. And it also, and then he has like this little about me thing. It says, I'm a veteran of the fight game with over 25 years of experience in the sports as a manager, promoter, and advisor. I have my finger on the so it doesn't matter. That right there. That right there. See Bruce Vane. How many see YouTube ain't been around 25 years. See? But how long have you been talking about boxing on YouTube? Huh? Huh, my friend? How long has your channel been around? Huh, my friend? So you're gonna mean to tell me somebody that somewhat knows the English language can write an article better than how you can write an article, has 25 years in the boxing fight game as a promoter and advisor and manager, and you having nothing. But you're telling this guy you don't know shit about boxing. That's like me saying Eddie Hearn doesn't know shit about boxing. Any smart man could know that's not true. Any smart man knows that to be like, well, what kind of credentials you have? You know what I'm saying? Because Eddie is doing his job. He's just not doing his job correctly. In the aspect of playing mind games with motherfuckers. It doesn't take a clinical psychologist. It doesn't take a doctor to realize when somebody is playing games, pulling the wool over your head, trying to get over on you. It doesn't take a doctor. It doesn't take you know, an expert. It doesn't take one. You know, but some of the stuff in the article says, you know, is this basically Lennox Lewis talking? You know, and it's Peter Kahn is just, you know, he's just like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to everybody in America that Anthony Joshua is stuck. How can you not believe that Anthony Joshua is stuck? Anthony Joshua is stuck with two options: Dillian White and Big Skeezer Miller. Yep, that's what he's stuck with. And why is he? What's up, Mark? And why is he stuck with those two guys? Why is he stuck with those two guys? Because he didn't want to give the other two guys what they wanted. He couldn't even meet the other two guys halfway. That's the reason why. That's the reason why this guy is in the predicament that he is in right now. What's up, Lawrence Williams? That's why he is where he's at right now. It ain't got nothing to do with Anthony. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing Dancing Wire. It ain't got nothing to do with Tyson Fury. It has everything to do with Matchroom Boxing. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna say this guy's hating over here? I put the link in there so y'all can see it, man. This is a link I'll talk about. I mean, it's the same shit that's been talked about for the last couple of days with Lennox Lewis. You know, everybody trying to make a quick buck off of what Lennox Lewis had to say, and now everybody trying to make a quick buck off of the article on YouTube. You know, like Bruce Vane trying to make a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you know, try to take away from Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. You know, but you can't. You can't. You know, he can't fucking do it. You know why he can't fucking do it? Because he didn't think it was gonna be this easy. He thought it was gonna be easy. He thought he was gonna come up over here, set up shop with Matchroom, bring over here the D's Nuts app, get a couple fighters. You know, get some of these PBC fighters, get a couple more fighters. You know, already having venue dates lined up for the DAZN app over here in America. Didn't think he was going to do 15K viewers. Didn't think he'd be doing that. He thought he was going to be balling. He was like, well, you know, if the ESPN app can get X amount of revolving subscribers, if the Showtime app can get this many revolving subscribers, I should be able to get at least this, because I'm going over there with DAZN and I could buy up all these fighters. And if I buy up all these fighters, I can get more people to like Anthony Joshua, Big Finney. Nah, bro, it don't work like that. That's why. Another thing is kind of like you got to think. You need to understand what kind of people is he fucking with. These guys who's writing articles for Forbes, these aren't dumbass dudes. These are guys that's already been around the game. These are guys that's worked for, you know, you know, they've been writing for a very long time. I believe the last guy I was talking about, I forget who he worked for, but it was a sports, you know, one of the sports websites, and that's all they talk about is football. The Bleacher Report. He worked for them, and so then he started working for Forbes. Why? Because probably Forbes pay more money, but you don't get hired by Forbes by doing sorry ass jobs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're pretty not really accurate, but they're pretty up there. But as far as boxing and stuff like that, the only reason why they're doing these articles because they that's their field, is sports. So they're going to put these articles on Forbes, you know, even though that these guys like Peter Kahn and the other guy I was talking about, they talk about other things because Forbes ain't known for boxing. What's on the top of Forbes? When you go to the Forbes website, it's billionaires, innovation, leadership, money, consumer, industry, lifestyle, featured, brand voice, and lists. But the thing about it is, why is Forbes, the thing what you got to think about it, if you want to say, if you want to say Forbes is hating on Anthony Joshua, then maybe you should be like, why is Forbes even talking about boxing? Huh? Why is Forbes talking about boxing? What exactly can Forbes get from talking about boxing? Nothing. Only thing it does is brings these fighters into a different limelight, to an introduction to a different type of people. I don't usually read Forbes. I really don't be on here. I don't know what type of people that actually read Forbes, but I'm pretty sure Forbes knows what the age range and the demographic, the type of people that goes on their website, that buys into their magazine and all that stuff. But I don't. But it opens the door to a new group of audience that may or may not want to buy a pay-per-view fight. So whether or not Forbes is hating on Anthony Joshua or not, it's still good for Anthony Joshua. And the reason why it's good for Anthony Joshua, because bad news is good news. No news is bad news. You see what I'm saying? If nobody's talking about you, that's bad. If somebody's talking about you, good or bad, that's good. So maybe what you should be doing is saying, hey, thanks, Forbes, for talking about my guy, because really, to tell you the truth, nobody knows him over here. I mean, over here in the U.S., nobody does. So, maybe that's a good thing. But really, to tell you the truth, at the end of the day, who reads Forbes? And how is Forbes hating by just reporting what fucking Lennox Lewis said? You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course you could say maybe the part where it's, but I think this is still one of the parts where Lennox Lewis is talking when it says, for all the criticism that Wilder has taken over the years, he has never backed down from anyone. He's methodically removed all the pieces off of the chessboard in the past year to corner Joshua into a checkmate position. See, and that's what Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, was thinking they were going to be doing with Deontay Wilder. They chose to go around here snatching up all the belts instead of fighting Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't talking about Deontay Wilder when they fought before they fought Charles Martin. They wasn't talking about Deontay Wilder after that. They started talking about him after they had majority of the fucking belts. And the reason why they did that is because they were going to squeeze him. They were going to squeeze him. They wasn't going on, like, why would somebody think about it? Why should it be okay for a fighter not to fight the best, but to go around collecting all the belts? Why would that be okay? That's a duck. It's a duck. If you could say Forbes is hating on Anthony Joshua, how come you can't say Anthony Joshua ducked Deontay Wilder by going after all three of those belts that he got right now? So you mean to tell me the whole time before Matchroom Boxing got AJ to fight, so you mean to tell me that Charles Martin, Povetkin, Klitschko, and and the list goes on and on. You mean to tell me that during those times, Matchroom Boxing wasn't like, damn, that's the guy to beat. He looks good. If this guy could be around by the time we collect all three of these belts, that'd be a huge, massive fight. Maybe while in between time, maybe we could get this guy to fight Dillian fucking White. Maybe we could get him to fight Dillian White and not bring up Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could just have him fight Dillian White and then he could go out there and fight whoever else. And then maybe he who knows? Maybe he loses against Dillian White, or maybe he beats him and then he goes over there and fight somebody else. Maybe lose somebody else that he could boost his profile to make the fight bigger. Don't go fucking telling me they didn't know what they was doing when they was going around here fucking to the graveyard collecting all these goddamn belts off of skin and bones, motherfucking skeletons and shit. They knew what they was doing. And if you don't believe if you don't believe they didn't know what they was doing, well, why is Anthony Joshua, why is Matchroom Boxing talking about they like to plan things out? They like their future planned out. You mean to tell me if somebody could say that, they can't foresee that in the near future, at some point, they're going to have to fight Deontay Wilder? Or who knows, Tyson Fury might come back, but if Fury comes back, he might not be able to fight. He might not be able to fight nobody until 2019. You didn't, because you guys wasn't baking on Tyson Fury coming back in full effect in 2018. But now look at you. Now you're stuck in the corner. Now you got to go up over there, face the fucking music, face your fucking fans at Wembley. You got to face the music. Dillian White versus Anthony Joshua. Been talking all that shit about selling out stadiums. How far can you go as far as selling out stadiums? How far can you go without Deontay Wilder? Okay. You fight Dillian White, right? You fight Dillian White, right? Now let's say, for instance, Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury. Are you gonna fight Tyson Fury in Wembley? I'm pretty sure Tyson Fury is not gonna fight Anthony Joshua without the tune-up fight coming off a loss, because that won't be quite prepared, right? And that won't be quite prepared. What's up, Brooklyn Child Boxing? Yeah, Anthony Joshua was looking bad in these streets. That won't be quite prepared for a fighter to take a title shot coming off a loss. A guy like Anthony Joshua, if he does, he has no fucking respect whatsoever. That's what that would mean. He would have no fucking respect whatsoever for Anthony Joshua. He knows he could beat that ass. You know what I'm saying? But let's go back to it. Dillian White, Brooklyn Child Boxing Talk said Dillian White is still whack to me. Andy Ruiz would give him. You know what? Andy Ruiz might get him. He might just get him. You know what I'm saying? But Dillian White, who is he gonna fight now? Because let's say for instance, after this Dillian White fight, so if he can't make, if we're talking about Wembley dates here, and how far can Anthony Joshua keeps selling out these arenas over there in the UK before UK fans start getting fed up? How far? Because this fight right here, this fight right here with Dillian White, that's strike one, right? That's strike one. And then after you fight Dillian White, if you can't make the Wilder fight, because if Wilder beats Fury, what if you can't make that fight? What if you still don't want to give 50-50 or even close to that? A rematch clause, not a two-way match clause, like you've been saying, Eddie. A rematch clause, an immediate rematch clause. What if you can't? What if you don't give him what he wants? And then what? Deontay Wilder fights Tyson Fury for a trilogy. Deontay Wilder goes out there and fights his mandatory. Then who are you going to fight at Wembley? You mean to tell me at strike two, fans are going to be willing to pack out Wembley Stadium or Cardiff or whatever to watch Anthony Joshua fight nobodies? Because most of those fans that's there, they're not there really to see Anthony Joshua. It's a big ass party. It's a day to go out and get drunk and hang out and watch a fight way from the nosebleeds, to where you need a Hubble motherfucking telescope to watch the fight, and they still look like ants. You mean to tell me, and no matter how big the motherfucking screen is, a motherfucker in the nosebleeds can't fucking see shit? So how many of these fucking fans are going to be fucking willing? To keep on going over there? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to. It's not. It's not. It's not gonna keep going down like this, man. But anyway, you know, this Forbes ain't hating on nobody. They telling the truth. Anthony Joshua is stuck. Matchroom Boxing is stuck. Not only are they stuck with the Wembley date, they're stuck with fucking DAZN. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Matchroom Boxing? When the PBC runs wild on you, what are you gonna do? Because motherfuckers is going over to the UK and setting up shop. The same way like you did it over there in the US, but they doing it in a way where they ain't talking shit. They ain't pumping their chest out. They just going over there showing motherfuckers they about business. So how is this Forbes article? How are they hating? How is they hating when it's true? You're stuck, Eddie. DAZN is stuck right along with you because you did that. You did that to DAZN. You set up DAZN for fucking failure. DAZN can't even get good viewerships because of Matchroom Boxing's Eddie Hearn, because of a Matchroom Boxing employee running his fucking mouth. Yeah, granted, they got Canelo, they got OJ, the third from out of Glass City, Toledo, Ohio. Okay, you got them. That might bring in a few extra subscribers. That might bring, but for real though, okay, you get the fight on DAZN, and then right after the fight is over with, you uninstall that motherfucker. You unsubscribe. And then you get the next homie to do it. Because paying for the look, watching any of those DAZN fights is not bringing no more money. It's not bringing money to these fighters. These fighters are already guaranteed money for those fights, I believe. You can't fucking, how the fuck can you gauge how much money a fighter's going to get off of DAZN when DAZN just doesn't do boxing? They do other things too. So how do you gauge that the motherfucker just bought that to just watch boxing? You can't. But at the same time, is who fucking cares? It's that boxer's fault. Now I think that all boxers out there, if they coming out and stuff like that, yeah, go ahead and get your money with DAZN. Go ahead and get your money with DAZN. But you know, hell, maybe move over there to the UK. You know, from America over to the UK. Get away from over here, man. Get away from over here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get to learn a few things about life and stuff like that. But at some point, you got to get away from Matchroom. You have to get away. Matchroom ain't for you. It ain't. Matchroom ain't for you. Matchroom Boxing, to me, is not even really for boxers. Matchroom Boxing is for boxers who don't want to box. That's what Matchroom Boxing is. Matchroom Boxing is for boxers who don't want to box, who just want to come up in here, get a couple of paychecks, don't want to box. They don't want to fight the best. If you want your promoter all up in the video speaking for you, if you want your promoter out there talking shit to other promoters, if you want your promoter sidestepping other fighters so you can go up in here, try to corner other fighters so you can look good, sign up with Matchroom. Go ahead and sign up with Matchroom. The Matchroom Boxing ain't for you. Matchroom Boxing is for bootlicking ass Anthony Joshua. That's it. That's his realm. You know what I'm saying? Matchroom Boxing. Every time you go on the Twitter page of Matchroom Boxing, they show a picture of Anthony Joshua. He got his fucking shirt off. You go on World Boxing News. Damn near every time they talk about Anthony Joshua, he got his fucking shirt off. Matchroom Boxing and some of these is for a bunch of weirdos. A bunch of fucking weirdos. That's what it's for. And then look, World Boxing News. Got Anthony Joshua, picture of Anthony Joshua with his shirt off on the front. Saying Lewis on Wilder stance, Hearn, Joshua offered disrespected boxing fraternity. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's disrespectful. I don't hear none of these YouTube UK artists out here saying anything, saying like, oh yeah, nah, that was disrespectful because because Deontay Wilder only has one belt. That's not disrespectful because Deontay Wilder don't sell out arenas. That's not disrespectful because this and a third. When did the fucking belt have a percentage tied to it? Who cares if he doesn't sell out a fucking arena? How much money does his fights generate? How much money can he generate? How much money can you estimate that fight is going to generate, Eddie Hearn? From not from Matchroom, not from the UK, but from over here in the US. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure they looking like, damn, you know what? If Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder could do 24, 25 million, and they have a rematch, and that motherfucking fight do 50 million. Now, granted, if we fight over here in the UK, this fight's gonna come up over there like 5 p.m. So that might hurt a little bit. So you mean to tell me that if Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury and fights and fights Anthony Joshua, that Eddie Hearn is like, damn, you know what? If they do pay-per-view up over there in the US and we get that on Showtime, that's 35 million right there. At least. That's 35 million right there. I mean, especially like the reason why I'm saying that's 35 million, because if the rematch does 50, the rematch brings in 50 million dollars in pay-per-view revenue, and the Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder fight would come on around, if it's in the UK, they come on around 5 p.m. I would lowball it and say 35. 35. So if Wilder can bring in 35 for pay-per-view in America, how come he can't get 50-50? When you can't even generate over 35 for your fight in the UK? You see what I'm saying? So this shit doesn't make any sense. He can't even generate 35. I mean, what are you gonna say? Klitschko versus Joshua did. Maybe you shouldn't bring that up, Eddie. Maybe you shouldn't bring that fight up, because that was Klitschko, who was supposedly what everybody would like to say the A side. The A side. The motherfucker who brought in the motherfucking bread. That was Klitschko. That wasn't Anthony Joshua. That was Klitschko. Right? Right? So come on, bro. You can't be coming up over here talking about, oh, Tyson Fury the one who sold that fight, because Tyson Fury kept bringing up Joshua, and this and the third. No. Who the fuck knew Tyson? Who the fuck knew what Tyson? Who the fuck knew who Tyson Fury was? Who? Nobody. See the reason why the Adrian Broner and Pacquiao did so good over here in the US, because people knew both of them. But a lot of people wasn't willing to buy the fight because of Adrian Broner. Not because of Pac-Man. Not because of Pac-Man's age. A lot of people didn't want to buy the fight because of Adrian Broner. And it still did 400K pay-per-view buys. It still generated more money than any of fucking bootlicking Anthony Joshua pay-per-views has ever done. So what are you eyeing about? Matchroom Boxing? What are you eyeing about? Matchroom Boxing? This shit don't make no sense, man. We get, people get hated on for liking PBC fighters. People get hated on because they like PBC fighters, and that fighter happens to fall under Al Heyman. The hate is real. The hate is real. Like, for a guy on YouTube to come out here and say FORBES is hating on Anthony Joshua, why do you think that guy would do that? When it's clearly nothing in the article was hating on the guy. You can't hate on somebody with facts. You can't. You can't hate on somebody with what I would call the educated opinion, because that's what Lennox Lewis' opinion is. He's an ex-undisputed heavyweight champ. He's an expert in the boxing field, whether or not you like it or not. Whether or not what he's talking about is popular to you or not. That's what he is. He's a fucking expert. He has a PhD in boxing. You don't have a PhD in boxing. You see what I'm saying? What you're doing is the same thing I'm doing, giving out opinion. But when you give out your opinion, you're talking to your cats like you're speaking hot facts. Fuck your facts. Fuck your opinion, homie. You know you ain't doing boxing no justice. Cause let me tell you something, homie. It don't matter. It don't matter if you're talking good or bad about Deontay Wilder, really. Because whether or not you're talking good or bad about Deontay Wilder, you're still helping him. Because every time you talk about Deontay Wilder on your channel, everybody know who he is. Now motherfucker that come up on your channel don't know who don't know who Deontay Wilder is. And all them cats is from the UK. 78 could do a video about boxing and the new and somebody new would come on and nobody wouldn't even know who the fuck that motherfucker is. Somebody new that wanted to start learning about boxing. Somebody new who's interested in a certain fighter finally getting on, and he started fucking talking. Motherfucker won't even know who he is. If I go knock on my goddamn neighbor door right now and ask him who the fuck Deontay Wilder is, or he gonna be like, oh man, that's that tall dude. He been knocking everybody out. He don't know his name. You know why he don't know his name? Because he don't watch boxing, but he reads the newspaper. If I told him who Anthony Joshua is, he'd be like, who the fuck is that? He's like, nah, man, I don't even watch boxing. You know, he reads the newspaper. He reads it. He reads the sports section. He knows who Deontay Wilder is. He don't know who that bootlicking Anthony Joshua is. So come on, man. I applaud you for going out there doing a video. You know, FORBES hating on, Anthony Joshua. But Bruce Vane. But Bruce Vane, how about we talk about you? I could do another video. I could do another live on this later, because there's plenty of shit to talk about you when it comes to hating. When it comes to hating, how you gonna say FORBES is hating when they don't have a dog race? They don't have a race in this in this. They don't have nothing to gain from this. How they hating? You know what I'm saying? You a hater. You talked about FORBES 2 times a day in a 24-hour span. Look how you hating. Al Heyman would ruin Dillian White's career. You hating. You hating right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. What does this one say? Breaking news is Bob Arum criticized Anthony Joshua level of opposition. You hating on Bob Arum. You hating on Bob Arum. Look at you. Why Lomachenko cannot be considered pound for pound and greater than Manny Pacquiao. You a hater right there. We can keep going on a list and list. Look. Right here. American Coward, the Deontay Wilder story movie. You a hater right there. You calling him a coward. That's your opinion. That's not a fact. You have nothing factual out there saying that. You have nothing factual out here to say that Deontay Wilder's a hater. You don't, but you say it anyways. You know why you say it? Because you got some crazy ass fans who believe that's junk. Who believe it's junk. I don't believe Anthony Joshua is scared to fight Wilder or he's a coward, but something over there smells fishy. I don't know if I smell pussy or just something just smells rotten, fishy. Look at this. Look. Where is he? Where is he hating at? Where is he hating at? Oh, Eddie Hearn. Wilder's gone missing. You see, you hating right there. You hating right there. Look, Eddie Hearn flames Deontay Wilder. You hating right there. Breaking news: Eddie Hearn calls Wilder an Instagram fighter and answer emails. You hating right there. And guess what? Want to hear something funny? Deontay Wilder ain't even on his Instagram like that. Because you hating right there. Now let's look at this other one. What does this one say? Bruce Vane. What does this one say right here? Breaking news. Eddie Hearn lays down the gauntlet. Challenges all heavyweight contenders. You hating right there. Because Eddie Hearn ain't throwing no gauntlets out nowhere. Eddie Hearn is throwing out pure no smoke. The motherfucker's over there sitting in the corner, putting his 2 fingers together. He rolled up a piece of paper, first of all. He rolled up a piece of paper like into a fucking cigarette. He rolled it up, licked it, locked it down, put it between two of his fingers, and he's sitting in the fucking corner acting like he's smoking on a goddamn cigarette, but he's smoking on goddamn air because he wants no fucking smoke. He wants no fucking smoke. He don't want none. He just want fucking air. Free space. That's what he want. Fucking air. Free space. That's what he want. Fucking faggot. I mean, stupid ass motherfucker. Look, Manny Pacquiao taking steroids for Broner. You hating right there. Dooley Bella exposes Wilder's team. You hating right there. That's all you do. That's all you do is hate. But you want to talk about FORBES as hating. You ain't nothing but a big ass masturbating ass hater. That's what you doing. That's what you is, ho. Don't get mad at Wilder. Don't get mad at the PBC. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at the LDBC. Be mad at yourself. Because the only way you can make money, the only way you could get these viewerships, your 10,077 subscribers, the only way you can do that is bringing up bullshit. You can't bring up nothing factual about Deontay Wilder. You can't say nothing good about Deontay Wilder. You say one thing good about Deontay Wilder, man, niggas will start jumping ship. You can't say shit because you're a hater. You feel like this is the only way you can fit in. Steve Kim exposes Deontay Wilder. You a hater right there. That's all you do. Bruce motherfucking Bang. God damn, this motherfucker. Woo! Woo! I applied this little motherfucker. I applied. They saying Adonis Stevenson talking and walking. Well, I don't know if he's talking. I mean, I don't think it's like they say it is, but you know, he's like walking like me. But I'm pretty sure it's a slow roll right now. Maybe next month, another month, he'll be jump roping again, you know. But he gotta take shit easy, man, too. His body heals all the way, you know what I'm saying? When no more brain bleeds or something, no more, you know. I'm trying to find anything on Usyk right now. So I know somebody put out something about Usyk, and I was just looking around to see if there was anything worthwhile. Oh, they're saying he'll fight in May. They're saying Usyk's going to fight in May. Right? I'm kind of surprised that it's May and not in April that Usyk will be fighting. But I think it's subject to change, because I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that's like 0 and 100 that Usyk can fight, you know, in April, you know, just to fill out that April Wembley date if they can't get enough fighters. What's up, King Louis? Just in case they can't get enough fighters, because I don't think that's going to work out for them, no, man. I don't think it's going to work out for them that date. I think it's going to bomb. If I was over there in the UK, and damn, you know what? I can't even see myself doing it. I can't even see myself saying it, because if I was in the UK and I was a UK boxing fan, like those guys that go to Wembley and stuff like that, fill out the stadium, that's a different type of mindset. You know what I'm saying? I can't see myself doing a sucker move like that. I'm not saying it's necessarily a sucker move for everybody, because, you know, it could just be like, you know, some people like, damn, you know, I really want to go to that fight. I really want to, you know, watch, you know, one of my countrymen, you know, Anthony Joshua fight. I want to say, so I can tell my kids, like, hey, man, I saw him fight this guy, blah, 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 whoop, or I was there when he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? I was there when he got knocked out, smooth the fuck out. You know, it was his tall ass legs was in the air. You know what I'm saying? He was, and you know, he was talking that shit, and he got knocked out by Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's all types of things, man. You could bring up why somebody would want to go and watch Anthony Bootlick and Joshua in a $90,000 seat arena and can't see shit. I mean, there's all types of reasons, man. But I can't see myself being in them shoes because of that's a lot of that is a lot. That's a lot of, it's like, how would you say that? That is like, that's crazy. You can't even see the fucking fight. But you would want to go and watch that shit. Nah, bro. It ain't happening. It ain't happening for me. You know what I'm saying? Damn, they want $4,000 for a Mac Pro. Fuck. That's a lot of money. It's worth it though. That's a lot of money though. That's what I need. Yeah, but what else we gonna talk about here? Let's get into another topic. What do y'all think? What's gonna happen with y'all think Dillian White's gonna be fighting Anthony Joshua in April? Do y'all really think that? Y'all really think that Anthony Joshua is gonna fight White in April? And did you know that? Do y'all know that Eddie Hearn has a contingency plan? He said that don't be surprised if Anthony Joshua fights in June. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all open. Everything is all open. You know, Dillian White's on a fight by fight basis. You know what I'm saying? Matchroom Boxing holds all the cards. Holds all the cards. All it is a yes, I'll give you the money, or no, I won't give you the money. Because as I can see as of right now, Dillian White counter offered for $7 million. So it's a yes, I'll take the money, or it's a no. I mean, it's a yes, I'll give you the money, or it's a no, and you just walk away. You know? If like I said earlier, if Anthony Joshua was making $25 million per fight, if he's making $25 million per fight, how come Matchroom Boxing only wants to give Dillian White $4 million? That's 16%. That's 16%. Dillian White, 82. And what is it? 82, 84, something like that. Bootlicking Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Now, something ain't looking right. Something ain't looking right. You can't get 25 and give a man. You can't be getting in the 20s and give a man 16%. It ain't looking right. And if I was Dillian White, I would if they really try to do some shit like that with me, I'd be like, look, man. Okay, look, this is it. If I was Dillian White and I told them 7, they offered me 4, right? They came back and offered me 5 or 6, right? You know what I would do? I would literally go somewhere else. Because I'll be like, or this is what I would do. I'm gonna go nowhere else. First of all, if they offer me 5 or 6, I'd be like this. Look, you're not really taking me seriously. First of all, you're not really taking me seriously, Eddie Hearn. So this is what I'm going to do. You either give me my $7 million, or I'm just going to go, because I'm on a fight by fight basis with you, to somebody else on a fight by fight basis. When I need your services, I'll come back. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I'm going to weigh my options. I'm going to see if I can get a Pulev fight. I'm going to go see if I can get a Dominic Brazil fight. I'm going to go see if I can get any one of these fights to get me a mandatory shot at Anthony Joshua, which would make sure I get a 60-40 split. And then the shit's most definitely, if you fuck around, I'm going to take that shit in the purse bid. You have 5 fucking days, 5 business days to answer. That's what I would fucking do. If you want to go up on them, if Eddie Hearn want to be like, well, we have 10 days to get a response from Dillian White or whatever the case may be. If you want to start throwing out dates and stuff like that, you know, getting on the phone, getting on these interviews, talking all gangster. Okay, I got something for you. You give me what I want. I'm gonna start weighing my options out I'm gonna start weighing my options out. seeing how I can get a mandatory shot at your boy. And then once I get my mandatory shot at your boy, it's most likely going to go to a purse bid because you're not going to give me what I want. So then what? Then what, partner? So you might as well, that's what I would do. And then what do you think Eddie Hearn going to do? What do you think Eddie Hearn should do? 7 mil, 7 mil, 7 mil. You know what I'm saying? Or Eddie Hearn might not even do the 7 mil. Because you know why Eddie Hearn might not do the 7 mil? Because even if Dillian White loses, he can still go out there and fight Dominic Brazil. He could and try to get at Wilder. He can still go out there and get Pulev. He can still go out there and fight somebody else to get a mandatory position. He still can. He can still solidify his way into another fight, another shot at Anthony Joshua. And he can get that within. He could get the man. Well, it might take him 2 to 3 years, but he's still a young buck. He's still a young buck. So there's ways to go about it. And plus, Dillian White supposedly can sell in the UK. He's a pay-per-view star. That's what Eddie Hearn said, right? Eddie Hearn said he's a pay-per-view star. So if Dillian White's a pay-per-view star and he could possibly generate a couple $1 million, you know what I'm saying, in pay-per-view numbers, he could probably fight somebody fight Louis King Kong Ortiz. Usyk, fight somebody else. That's gonna bring you money for pay-per-views. And then after that, you get you that mandatory spot. Get that mandatory fight. And then who knows? You might have to wait 6 months. You might have to wait a year, but still, you're doing it your way, not Eddie Hearn's way. That's what the thing is. You talking about you want to put your career into your own hands. You want to do this. You want to do that. Well, dude, you got to put your big boy pants on. Like Lennox Lewis said. Yeah, it might hurt a little bit waiting an extra 6 months to a year. Yeah, it might hurt a little bit. Yeah, your pride might be a little bit hurt. But sometimes you got to be patient. Sometimes you just have to be patient if you want to get what you want or what you think you should deserve or what you think you deserve. Sometimes you got to have patience. And not having patience is doing what? Rushing and taking whatever Eddie Hearn gives you. You don't need to take whatever Eddie Hearn gives you. You take what you want to take from Eddie Hearn. Not just what he gives you. Not just say, oh, come on, Eddie, you could have gave me some more than that. Eddie Hearn's just like, hey, man, that's all I can give you. Bullshit. 4 mil. Eddie Hearn laughing at you. You're like, this motherfucker really thought. This motherfucker stupid. Man, fuck that. If I was Dillian White, I'd be like, well, you know what? Dillian White probably already did that. Dillian White probably already dug in Eddie Hearn's chest. Dillian White probably already did that. And you know what? If he did already do it, I applaud that man for doing that shit. Don't be letting these motherfuckers, don't ever let nobody fucking ride all over you like that. You know what I'm saying? These janky ass promoters. Janky ass promoters riding on motherfuckers on a constant basis because they can't get what they want out of another fighter that ain't even theirs. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if Deontay Wilder won't take the 12 million, oh, let's talk about him in the media. If Deontay Wilder can't take this 15 plus this two-way rematch clause, oh, let's talk about him in the media. If we don't take this 50 million guaranteed, with 30, 80% of whatever of the back end, oh, we're gonna talk bad about Deontay Wilder. Everything, if it's good or it's bad, which way the pendulum swings, it don't matter. Best believe anything that has to do with Deontay Wilder and Matchroom, he's gonna be talked about. Best believe. There ain't no ifs, ands, or motherfucking buts. As far as Matchroom concerned, Deontay Wilder is that motherfucker to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they do. This is what they do. It's sad. Fuck it. It's sad, but fuck it. How come And you know what? If Deontay Wilder is ducking so bad, if Deontay Wilder is ducking, if Forbe's such a fucking hater, how come ain't nobody out here, boxing scene, boxing, world boxing news, boxing news 24, how come anybody that's worth a damn, that writes columns or that talk sports on ESPN, anywhere is saying that Deontay Wilder is ducking? Nobody is saying Deontay Wilder is ducking. Is Sky Sports saying Deontay Wilder ducking? Is Omni Sports saying Deontay Wilder ducking? What's up, Laws Dawkins? Let me know you want to get on. Ain't nobody saying Deontay Wilder ducking. Nobody. You know what the only people that saying Deontay Wilder ducking is Bruce Vane, Sean Newton, Sporting Dick, and the Booty Icons. Motherfuckers like that. They saying he hating. I mean, he ducking. You know who else? You know one dude, you'll be surprised. And you know what? I'm not even surprised. There's a dude out there that just he doesn't I don't think he wants to pick a side. But Boxing Squared, he doesn't want to pick a side. He just wants to, when it comes between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, he doesn't want to pick a side. But I'm pretty sure, because he seems like an intelligent man. He seems like an intelligent man. That something fishy there's something ain't right about Matchroom. I'm pretty sure that's what he's like. I'm pretty sure he's like, let me move this mic a little bit. I'm pretty sure he's like, there's something ain't quite right. There's something quite right about Matchroom Boxing. It ain't some. Why is this guy all up in the videos like P. Diddy? Why is everything that comes out of this guy's mouth have to be Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury? How come this? And then if that's all he could talk about, how can he say that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury was promoting their fight through Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, when they was the two that couldn't keep they 2 cents to themselves? Yeah, Lost Dawkins Boxing Square. Yeah, he is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like how can you think that? Like how can you believe Eddie Hearn saying, "Oh, you know, Deontay Wilder's the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, the only reason why that fight did good is because, you know, they did the fight off the back of Anthony Joshua's name." How the fuck can you believe that? How the fuck can you believe that? How the fuck can you believe that Deontay Wilder is trying to boost his profile off of Anthony Joshua when he's not talking about him? When at a certain point of negotiating between him and fucking Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder was saying, "I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to. I'm worried about Fury. I'm not worried about them." But everybody else that wanted to do an interview with Wilder wanted to bring it up because it sells. Not because the fans want to know. That's the reason why that these fighters had to talk about one another, because we want to know. The people that pay the bills want to know. Not no magical motherfucking fairy that don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Not them fish that lives under the 22 leashes under the sea. No, we, the bill payers, the motherfuckers that keep the lights on at night. So when it's negative 20 degrees outside, your ass ain't freezing. That's who paying the fucking bills. You know what I'm saying? That's who want to know these questions. That's why motherfuckers got to sit. That's why it seemed like He's boosting his profile. He need to stop talking about Anthony Joshua. He need to stop talking about Anthony Joshua. He's boosting his profile. He's trying to boost his profile. Well, stop talking about, keep Deontay Waters out your goddamn cock holster then. Keep Deontay Waters out your name, out your mouth. Keep it out your mouth. You can't. Eddie Hearn walking around here talking about, yeah, in 2019, man, I'm gonna be living in everybody's head. Motherfucker, I'm gonna be living in everybody's head rent free. You ain't only place you're gonna be living at is a homeless shelter or YouTube. That's the only way you're gonna be on YouTube. That's it. Don't nobody really care about you, Eddie Hearn. You don't see me doing videos saying Eddie Hearn this, Eddie Hearn that, Eddie Hearn this, Eddie Hearn that. You don't see me doing that. You know, because I already, because your ass is this, yo. See, Eddie Hearn is one of those guys that now in the division, you can almost kind of predict what's going on. You could predict his movements. And you shouldn't be able to predict his movements. Because if you predict the movements, he can't, it's not good for business for him. Because then all that takes for somebody else to come through and snatch an opponent off of him. But everybody could predict, like, put it like this. Eddie Hearn's MO. What is Eddie Hearn's MO? What is he known for fucking doing? He's known for fucking some shit up. That's what he's known for doing. He's known for fucking running his mouth. That's what he's known for fucking doing. You see what I'm saying? So if he's known for fucking up and running his fucking mouth, now we got this April Wembley date coming up. And now we're going from Matchroom Boxing, supposedly from what Miller said, and he said nothing to him. He got Dillian White. Is he gonna fight Dillian White? Is he gonna let that Wembley date go? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He only got two options. You only got two options. Two options. And your best option would be to fight Dillian White. Your second best option would be to fight Big Baby Miller in New York at Madison Square Garden and do what the zone tell you to do. That's what will be your best bet. And you know what, to tell you the truth, it won't even be a surprise. It won't even be a surprise if the zone starts giving out ultimatums to Eddie Hearn. It won't be a surprise. It won't be a surprise if Matchroom Boxing can't make the fucking Deontay Wilder fight next, that Anthony Joshua ends up fucking around having to fight in the U.S. It won't even be a surprise. And he's gonna be kicking and screaming. He can be like, wait, no more Wembley Lights, boss. I want the Wembley Lights. They make me feel like I'm a goddamn boss. They make me feel like I'm a god. You know, they put me on the pedestal, they lift me up in the air, I put my hands up. I got my white Muhammad Ali, you know, ring attire on. They make me feel real special out there, boss. They make me feel like a god out there, boss. For like, you know, a couple minutes. I just like feeling it. It makes me feel nice and fuzzy in the inside. You know, I get real so emotional. I end up soiling my pants. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want to feel like you want all them theatrics, because that's what I saw. You know when I saw that shit, the whole ring entrance with they coming out, the sparklers and all that. I'm like, man, some gay dude made all this. Some choreographer, some gay choreographer made all that shit. All them bells and whistles. I don't care for that shit. Walk to the fucking ring, playing some fucking music. Have my boy Chronix or Cable Tone coming out. And that's it. Get your ass in the ring. No, this ain't no motherfucking WWE, no WWF, no WCW. This ain't none of that. This is I'm a grown-ass man. If I want to see fucking theatricals, I go watch like some Asian movie, some bootleg ass Asian movie, or Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. If I want to see theatricals, I go watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. If I want to see some flamboyant shit, some flamboyant fighting shit, I go watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to see all that bullshit, all them sparkles and all this motherfucker getting put on a Anthony Joshua getting lifted up by a cherry picker. all these lights, these strobe lights and shit. No. Walk to the ring, play some goddamn music, play the goddamn both national anthems, and let's get it on. Damn. How hard is that? It damn near looked like it took 20, 30 minutes for this motherfucker to walk to the ring. You know what I'm saying? What's next? He gonna come in there like Bret Hart on a goddamn was it Bret Hart? I forget. Owen Hart on the goddamn rafters, getting sliding through the goddamn crowd on the zip line. What's next? I don't want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of these boxers coming out there with these whack ass rappers. On me, baby, it's on me. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I want to hear that shit. Come on with something, man. Come on with something hard. I'm tired of these motherfuckers coming out with these soft ass hoes. Come on with something. Come on, man. Shoot. Man, these motherfuckers, man, be getting on my motherfucking nerves, man. That's all they do. But you know, at the same time, you gotta love these hoes. You gotta love these hoes, man. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? Hoes good for the soul. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Oh no, eating. she cut up a whole chicken. Damn, that would mean I gotta go to the store. Damn. Because I can get, damn, but if I get a duck, I gotta thaw it out. Can't get a duck. I was gonna barbecue a duck, man. I was gonna smoke that shit again. But can't do that because if I do that, that's gonna take a few hours, and then it's gonna take a few hours for it to thaw out. And then I want to sit it. I gotta sit it outside the refrigerator for about an hour. And then sit it in the refrigerator for an hour. I gotta sit it in the refrigerator for an hour. But that's after it thawed out with the seasonings and shit. So that's not gonna work. Damn. I ain't going because I want to smoke that. Y'all ain't never had smoked duck before. That's some good shit, man. That's some good shit. That's some good shit. So what else? What else we got here on let's see what else I can clown on today. Let's see who else I can clown on today. I think this motherfucker, he stopped talking shit. I don't even listen to this hoe. All right, let's see. Let's see what this hoe saying. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it, fellas. Just checking this out real quick. Okay, let's see what this hoe got. You got Q&A. Oh yeah, Hat Man slowing down too. He ain't got nothing to talk about because he ain't talking. Yeah, he gonna be back talking about Deontay Wilder. That's gonna be his next thing, Deontay Wilder. He gonna be talking about my boy Deontay Wilder. Boy, this guy said Anthony Joshua ain't scared of Tyson Fury. Super interested in that fight. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, why the fuck would you make a thing depicting on how another man feels about another man? Like, you fucking know. You don't know shit. You know, I'm gonna tell this guy he need to fix his mic again. Because that mic is atrocious. Bro, your mic is fucked up. Bro, your mic is not sounding too good these days. This guy said Joshua wants to fight championships because he's all about belt collecting. He wants to take them belts. Okay, buddy. Well, he should have. If he wanted to take them belts, he should have took that 50-50. And on that note, I'm getting out of here, guys. Shout outs to the LDBC and everybody stay sucker free.